Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, has sent a serious warning to Diddy's son, Christian, about the dangers he might be facing. Apparently, Christian was the one who leaked footage of Cassie, which eventually led to Diddy's legal troubles and possible jail time.
Record that King Combs came out with, where he was coming at 50 and coming at everybody, coming at his dad. Like, how you feel about that record?
Well, first, I want to say to this young man, before somebody take his head off, because see, that's that new school bull crap that these kids out here, they easy to fly out their mouth with that. You don't invite a man to your private. You don't invite a man to your private unless you doing the Diddy. If two men lay down, how many homos get up? Let me tell you, young man, 2 of them. You understand? So don't invite a man to your private, because that man will see you and take your head off. Especially somebody like 50. You don't send or let a boy do a man's job. I don't know if he need that type of attention or he want that type of attention. Evidently he do. But 50 is the wrong dude that you want to do that type of attention, get that kind of attention from, bro. And the infamous words of Waka Flocka, that nigga go hard in the paint. And I don't believe that this cat would even put out some trash like that and really didn't know what he was doing. He's teasing the federal government. And I told y'all, the Southern District of New York do not.
Just 2 days after attending his father's court hearing for sex trafficking, Christian King was spotted partying with his girlfriend, Raven. A video shared online shows the two enjoying a night out, following Christian's appearance at the Fed Deaf Funds panel in Essen on Saturday.
After he did that, something get leaked to the press. Do you notice that, right? Soon as he did that dumb shit, talking about, well, we did this and we did that. We had this over here. Y'all went to the wrong house. Some went to, he said, well, we're going to show you how wrong we are. Yo, CNN, run this. Action, roll them. Don't play with the feds, bro. Because you got to realize this. They got a lot of time. All they got is time.
Just 2 days after attending his father's court hearing for serious sex trafficking charges, Christian King was spotted out celebrating with his girlfriend, Raven. The couple was seen sharing a kiss on the dance floor, with Christian proudly calling Raven the baddest girl in the world. This night out, however, came on the heels of a heavy family matter. Christian and 5 of his 6 siblings had recently attended Diddy's court appearance, where he faced serious allegations. Diddy, the founder of Bad Boy Records, showed up in jail attire and entered through a side door. Despite pleading not guilty, his bail was denied for the 3rd time, and his trial is now set for May 5th. To complicate matters further, Christian himself is under legal scrutiny. Back in April, he was sued for allegedly sexually assaulting a woman named Grace O'Marquet. The alleged incident took place in December 2022 during what was supposed to be a family-friendly yacht trip. The lawsuit claims that Christian harassed and assaulted Grace while she was working on the boat, causing her severe emotional distress. Diddy is also named in the suit, accused of enabling his son's actions by chartering the yacht and allegedly playing a role in the situation. Christian's legal team has dismissed the allegations as baseless, labeling the lawsuit filled with false claims. However, disturbing details have surfaced, including audio recordings where Grace is reportedly heard rejecting Christian's advances while he allegedly continued to touch her inappropriately. O'Marquet, who was 25 at the time, also claims to have witnessed drug use and interactions between celebrities and suspected sex workers during her time on the yacht.
I've worked in law enforcement for 27 years, and I had the opportunity to see Haida. It's a place, whereas they have the state, the feds, the NYPD, the Department of Corrections, and the state police. Yo, this place could be half of a basketball court. That's where they just got lines of computers with officers of all different people and officers just on the internet. Whoever's over that case, whoever's working that case, don't you know they saw that and took it to their boss?
In the lawsuit, Grace claims that Christian boarded the yacht heavily intoxicated and immediately made her uncomfortable with unwanted attention. She alleges that Christian pressured her to take shots of tequila, which she suspects may have been spiked. The situation reportedly escalated when he became aggressive and inappropriately groped her. The lawsuit also mentions audio recordings made by producer Rodney L. Jones, who was present during the incident. Jones reportedly has hours of footage capturing alleged illegal activities involving Diddy and his team.
Hi, Hector.
Yo. Got filters on it. You here? See what's going on? Lady on in the building. I love you.
I know I can't dance with
That is good and well.
This is a major development, with Diddy now behind bars and even more shocking details about him and his family surfacing. He's recently been hit with 6 additional lawsuits, and his former bodyguard, Gene Deal, believes Diddy stands no chance of winning the upcoming trial.
And she was 25 years old at the time. She believed that the wholesome family excursion, but says it, quote, turned into a hedonistic environment, even describing rampant drug use among sex workers and celebrities who came on board. She believes that the alcohol on the yacht had been laced with drugs because she says women would have one drink and then almost immediately pass out or start falling off. This is, by the way, something that it was also alleged in Jones's lawsuit that Combs would spike the drinks of different people. But focusing on Christian Combs, well, Markey says that Christian Combs had been staying at a villa on the shore, but that he would come onto the yacht in the evening to party. And on December 28th, 2022, Christian reportedly arrived very intoxicated and then proceeded to pressure Markey to take shots of.
This is a major development, as Diddy is now behind bars, and more shocking details about him and his family keep coming to light. He's recently been hit with 6 more lawsuits, and Gene Deal, his former bodyguard, believes Diddy has no chance of winning the upcoming trial.
Markey reportedly told Christian, quote, "Excuse me, you don't touch my legs like that. I'll move my legs where I want to. If I want to do this, then I will. You don't touch my legs like that." Well, Markey then says that she told Christian she couldn't stay with him unless it was approved by a supervisor, all of whom she knew would be asleep at the time. So this was a way for her to get out of the situation. She claims that Christian said, "Who can I talk to? I'm going to say I requested you right now." Well, Markey then says she responded with, quote, "Well, you can take your hand off my ass for the first thing." Markey says that she tried to go back to her work, but Christian found her again, wanted her to find him a place to sleep for the night. So she ended up taking him to the cinema room for the yacht, which doubled as a place for people to sleep. And she claims that is when Christian blocked her and groped her, took off his clothes, tried to force her to perform oral sex on him. She says that she was able to fight him off until someone came in. Now, the lawsuit goes on to say that Markey told the yacht captain what happened the very next day, but he didn't believe her, didn't do any sort of real investigation. She says the captain retaliated against her for months after the alleged assault before ultimately firing her in May of 2023. Now, aside from her account, aside from a potential other witness, right, the person that allegedly walked in on this, what proof is there that this happened? Well, she reportedly has photos of the bruises that she says were caused by this event with Christian Combs. The quote was, "Our attempts to share this proof with Mr. Jones's attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, have been ignored, as Mr. Blackburn refuses to return our calls." Holly goes on to say, "We will address these outlandish allegations in court and take all appropriate action against those who make them." Then the attorneys for Universal Music Group, one of the defendants who are also being sued by Rodney Jones for their alleged participation and facilitation of the abuse and trafficking claim by Jones, they argued that the claims were so, quote, offensively false that one of these attorneys, Donald Zakarin, wrote, "A license to practice law is a privilege. Mr. Blackburn, plaintiff's lawyer, has misused that license to self-promote, gratuitously, falsely, and recklessly accusing the UMG defendants of criminal behavior." So a lot of back and forth that we're seeing right here. And again, to be clear, everything that Diddy and his sons are facing are accusations. They haven't even been criminally charged. These are civil lawsuits. There has been no finding by a judge or a jury that they are liable at this point. Having said all of that, this is a very significant development, and we will see.
Gene Deal believes the prosecution's case against Diddy is so strong that Diddy should start making peace with God now.
25, that's when Diddy trial starts. How you feel about it, man?
I think if they lawyer got that off, they did a great job, because you got to realize some of these cases, even you get regular drug cases, they be taking a year or 2 years to go through all the paperwork, everything they want to do, how the guy weighed out, getting the witnesses and everything together. I think the lawyer thinking that they're not going to be able to give them discovery and enough discovery in that short of time. Because the prosecutors are not going to present anything to the court that they think they can't prove. You understand what I'm saying? So the prosecutors is going to try to, go through everything. And that's a short time, brother. That's less than May? That's less than 7-8 months. You talking about 18 businesses. You talking about they got, I think they say 170 witnesses. You understand? They got 1,000 bottles of oil they got to test. Allegedly baby oil that they got to test. And I said allegedly baby oil because that's what the prosecutor said. alleged baby oil. He didn't say baby oil. He said alleged baby oil. So that means that it may be something, or some of those bottles wasn't baby oil. You talking about victims and their statements and presenting them to the courts. So they got a lot of things. So that was a smart move by the defense, trying to get the trial, a speedy trial, so the prosecutor only have so much evidence that they could present. It could help them and it can hurt them too.
How you feel about Diddy lawyers coming out blaming the government for leaking, the tape of cast?
Well, the lawyers are doing what they supposed to do. They supposed to trying to try this case in the public's eye. You understand? So Diddy could probably get off by them saying that the prosecutors them released the tape. The grand jury have every right to see any kind of evidence out there that the prosecutor want to give them. Now, them leaking it and everything like that, that's not going to decide whether the judge is going to allow them to dismiss the case because they leaked this this trial, because they're going to try to state he can't get a fair trial because the prosecutors are trying to win their case in the public's eye. That's not going to be, it's going to be up to the judge to decide whether that was significant enough to not have this trial. His lawyers are trying to do anything, and they're going to try to do anything to win this case without it first going in front of a jury, without it first going in front of the judge like that. So what they're doing is they're going to try to play all different kind of cards to make us think, you understand, the dude is innocent and he's been done wrong and unfair. That's what the lawyer's supposed to do. But it ain't gonna work, bro. It's not gonna work. Just like, hold up, but just like first bail denied, second bail denied, the third bail denied. They don't trust the lawyers, and they damn well don't trust Diddy being out in public or in the streets or at home at any time.